Howdy folks, Rob, MaximumRD, back again with another beer tasting. Wanted to mention, I do actually, surprisingly, occasionally get a request for a particular beer. And while I would like to accommodate such requests, I just want to make it clear now, these reviews pretty much end up being produced by accident more than anything. Not a whole lot of planning goes into them. Not a lot of, I'm not going down the list with the intention of this is the next beer I gotta try, or I want to do this beer. Honestly, I wish I could. If I had more time and money and things like that, if I actually monetized my videos and did them more for instead of just for fun or a hobby spur of the moment kind of thing, if I actually did them because it was my way of producing an income, then I might be a little more inclined to do requests and things like that. But as it stands, it just kind of turns out that way. If I end up with a beer or beers, I just kind of think to myself, why not film it and throw it on my channel? And with that, I take you to my next beer tasting. The funny thing though, and I wanted to point this out, you'll notice one thing here with this type of beer. Okay, I'll just get to the point. It's a pumpkin ale. Again, another pumpkin ale. I've done them before. I think I may have even done at least 2 of them before. And in general, they haven't been that successful in that they haven't been great beers. Haven't been like, wow, this is really awesome. And I'm starting to wonder if that's more about the fact that maybe I just don't like pumpkin ales. I find either they may smell pumpkin-y with the aroma of pumpkins, but they don't actually taste that way, or I don't know, in general I just don't seem to like them. And I like I like flavored beers. I like beers with whatever, chocolate or whatever, banana, whatever kind of wacky flavor, because I just like something different than your plain old Budweiser or something like that. But I just happened to pass the beer store and I popped in. It was actually after a doctor's appointment. I have a bad habit of doing this. I'll go to a doctor's appointment, check up, regular routine maintenance. I go every 3 months for blood work, for diabetes. I'm not going to get all that crap. But, and I know you're going to laugh at this, but when it's a very successful and my doctor's like, Rob, you're doing awesome. These results are great. I couldn't be happier with the results. Well, I leave feeling good, and happens to be right next door to a liquor store. So I pop in, and I'm just high on, or just being happy that I'm so healthy and stuff, comparatively speaking. So I treat myself, and I'll pick up a beer or whatever, some liquor or something. So in that case, I pick this up, and as I said, normally in my mind I'm kind of thinking I'm going to avoid another pumpkin ale. But I couldn't help myself. I saw this label, and I just love the take on it. It's it doesn't just say pumpkin flavored or pumpkin beer. It says the pumpkining. And if you look at the label here, they're presenting it very much in a old B-movie type of horror movie or slasher type of film, the pumpkining. And so I thought that was cool. I read the label. It says, the pumpkining pumpkin ale, just when you thought it was safe to go into the patch. Killer pumpkin flavors and spices emerge to create a truly twisted tale. So how could I resist that? I had to. Plus the fact that it says it's Granville Island Brewing, actually right here in good old BC, Vancouver, BC. I'm in Kelowna. And it says this beer was handcrafted at the tap room on Granville Island, using a recipe straight from the notebook of our brewmaster Vern Lambourne, which is cool. It's a strong beer. That's something else that's also in its favor when I choose a beer for one of these videos. Strong is always good, because at the very least, even if I don't like it, it's a strong beer, and I can enjoy that. So 650 milliliter volume, color burnt orange, and that's it. Sinister spices, earthy undertoned, and killer pumpkin. Pumpkin ale, the Pumpkining. So let's, against my better judgment, give it one more shot. I dare say, if this doesn't go well, or if I'm not really happy with this one, this will probably be the last pumpkin ale that you ever see me do. I'm sure this is a leftover. I'm sure when you think of the holidays, pumpkin is not what comes to mind. I'm sure this is a leftover from this past Halloween. So, because it was on sale. That's another reason why I grabbed it. So I pour it, and as you can see, yeah, it does have a nice color to it. Hopefully it's not too affected by my green holiday lights here on the side. But yeah, I could see that as a burnt orange, very dark burnt orange. By the way, I was out, and I didn't have my camera with me the other night, although I posted on my Facebook having a nice pint of the Backhand of God, which is a very nice strong brew I really enjoy. But I was out and I didn't have my camera. But the Backhand of God, if you ever see it, pick it up. It's nice if you like a strong, dark beer. It'll knock you on your butt. But there we are, the Pumpkining. Very nice. Looks nice. Nice, dark, very dark burnt orange color to it. Okay, so let's go in for the smell test. Yeah, there is a hint of pumpkin and spices, so let's go in for the taste. Okay, let me just say, and if I haven't ever mentioned this to you before, I don't have the greatest sense of taste. What I mean by that is it's not the most sensitive. If my wife says, oh, this food is really spicy, the heat is really getting to me, I love it because I can sense it, When it comes to cheeses, I like the strong stuff. Yeah, I like the strong, smelly French cheeses. My wife is like, oh my God, that stinks. I'm like, this is great. I can sense it. I can taste it. So I mention this to you because I can taste the flavor. I can taste the pumpkin. But I don't want to say it's very just light. That could just be how I interpret it. You might try it and go, wow, pumpkins, sort of thing like that. I think it's light. It may be, mid-range to strong according to your own taste. Other than that, I will say one thing that I have noticed immediately, being a strong beer, and compared to some of the past ones, there's no aftertaste, not at all. Very smooth, very nice actually. So yeah, I don't think there'll be any more pumpkin-based beers that I try, but if I personally choose to have a pumpkin ale, this will be the one, because it does have a good pumpkin taste, but no aftertaste, very smooth, very nice, and it's a strong beer. So it's got the perfect combo of things, along with a cool label for the Pumpkining. And you too can experience the Pumpkining if you happen to come across this. Again, it's a BC beer, so I don't know. You may have to go to an import store. But yeah, I'll give this one I don't really rate beers, just tell you how I feel about them. I'll give this one a thumbs up. I enjoy it. I would drink it again. I would purchase it again. and there's no bad aftertaste. And it's nice and strong. How strong exactly? Let's see here. It is, can't find the, usually it's right on the label. Well, isn't that odd? Strong beer, but it doesn't say, oh, sorry, 6%. Yeah, that's strong, I guess, according to our Canadian standards, 6%. 5% is a normal beer. Yeah, so anytime you go above that, you're getting into strong territory. I can usually go about 7%. You know, if I'm having a few, 7% is nice. I find that once I start going above 8% in a beer, yeah, there can be problems. What I mean by that is I could end up with a headache or a hangover or whatever. But up to 7%, I'm usually pretty good. And this is a nice 6%. You wouldn't know it from the taste. It's smooth. All right, so that's my holiday Halloween taste testing there. Thanks for watching. It's probably the last beer video for a while. So there you go. Thank you once again. Oh, happy holidays to everyone. Rob MaximumRD out. That's it, really. Bye-bye.